Hi guys, in this video you will see how the cast of the Waltons TV series from 1972 to 1981 changed. You will know the real names and age, and today let's see what all of the Walton stars look like now versus when they were on the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Number 1. John Walmsley as Jason Walton. Jason's personality is very easygoing, patient, kind, and calm, even in a crisis. He is friendly and outgoing. He is friends with many people and has few enemies. Jason is musically inclined and decides to study music seriously. He earns a scholarship to study at Kleinberg Conservatory. Jason Walton was played by John Walmsley when he was 16 years old, and now he is 66 years old. Number 2. Mary Beth McDonough as Erin Walton. Erin Walton was known for tattling on other people, which would often cause fights. Despite this flaw, she was very friendly, kind, and outgoing. Erin was always viewed as being extremely attractive, which became more apparent as she ages throughout the series. Right before Erin graduates high school, she becomes temporarily depressed, as she has no idea what she wants to do with her life. Erin Walton was played by Mary Beth McDonough when she was 11 years old, and now she is 61 years old. Number 3. Eric Scott as Ben Walton. He always seems to be the one in the family who attempts to make money by some type of ridiculous scheme, and usually gets himself into trouble and has to be bailed out by his father or John Boy. Ben joins the Navy due to an overwhelming feeling of not being patriotic enough like his other family members. Ben Walton was played by Eric Scott when he was 14 years old, and now he is 64 years old. Number 4. Cami Cutler as Elizabeth Walton. Elizabeth Tyler Walton is the youngest member of the Walton family. She has an inquisitive mind, is very sensitive, and Elizabeth has a love for animals. She has cared for 6 raccoons, Calico her cat, Myrtle the goat. At one point, she asked Maud Gormley to be her second grandma. As a young woman, she struggles to settle down and she travels the globe looking for adventure. When we last see Elizabeth, it seems that she may just settle down with her on-again, off-again boyfriend, Drew Cutler. Elizabeth Walton was played by Cami Cutler when she was 7 years old, and now she is 57 years old. Number 5. Judy Norton as Mary Ellen Walton. Mary Ellen Walton, the oldest daughter, is a strong-willed and hot-headed tomboy. She's more comfortable with a baseball glove than a new dress, but she does care about attracting the opposite sex. She has aspirations to become rich, famous, and have the ability to travel anywhere in the world, leaving the boring lifestyle on Walton's mountain behind. But as she got older and she graduated from high school, she realized that her dream of becoming a nurse was the most important to her, and so she stayed on Walton's mountain and pursued her nursing career. Mary Ellen Walton was played by Judy Norton when she was 14 years old, and now she is 64 years old. Number 6. David Harper as Jim Bob Walton. Jim Bob is sort of a space cadet. He's always got his head in the clouds dreaming about the future, but sometimes causes him to slack off his chores. He usually refers to scenarios as being dumb. Jim Bob has a fascination with anything mechanical, especially cars, building his own scratch with assorted scrap metal found in a junkyard. He has a passion for aviation and wants to become an airplane pilot in the Air Force. Bob Walton was played by David Harper when he was 11 years old, and now he is 61 years old. Number 7. Ralph Waite as John Walton Sr. John Walton Sr. is very family oriented and has a special relationship with his brothers and sisters. He is very polite, courteous, and friendly, but very talkative, stubborn, and independent. He will stand up for what's right and tends to get very emotional while talking. John Walton Sr. was played by Ralph Waite when he was 44 years old. Sadly, on February 13, 2014, Waite died in Palm Desert, California, of age-related illnesses at age 85. Number 8. Joe Conley as Ike Godsey. Like John, Ike Godsey is very hard-working and loves his store dearly. He loves to play pool with his friends while enjoying their good company and a bottle of the Waltons recipe. Ike, being at the hot spot of activity on Walton's Mountain, is very nosy. He purposely overhears telephone conversations and attempts to butt into other folks' conversation. Ike Godsey was played by Joe Conley when he was 44 years old. Sadly, Conley died on July 7, 2013, at a care facility in Newbury Park, California, of complications from dementia. He was 85 years old. Number 9. Michael Learned as Olivia Walton. Olivia is a very motherly, sweet, compassionate religious lady who would do anything for her family and home. Olivia is very old school and is not a big fan of change. However, that doesn't mean she won't try to experience new things. Olivia is very much against violence in general. She refuses to hear her boys talk about going to war. She is extremely protective of all her children and will defend them to the death if necessary. Olivia Walton was played by Michael Learned when she was 33 years old, and now she is 83 years old. Number 10. Ellen Corby as Esther Walton. Esther is a very strong, independent, and determined woman. Although she often seems to be very gruff, she loves her family dearly. She is extremely strict, even more so than Olivia, and she does not tolerate any nonsense, even from her own husband. Esther Walton was played by Ellen Corby when she was 61 years old. Sadly, Corby died of nature causes at age 87 at the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles. Number 11. Will Gere as Zebulon Grandpa Walton. Zebulon's personality is good-humored and even-tempered. He is a very hard worker despite his age and health problems, to the point of arguing with his son over his well-being. Zebulon was played by Will Gere when he was 70 years old. Sadly, on April 22, 1978, he died of respiratory failure at the age of 76 in Los Angeles, California. Number 12. Richard Thomas as John Boy Walton. John Boy has a passion for writing. He writes about his family and experiences every night in his journal. At the age of 18, he enters Boatwright University to study writing. John Boy Walton was played by Richard Thomas when he was 21 years old, and now he is 71 years old. We really love all the cast of the Waltons TV series. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you on the next video.